Hi friends, today we are doing a fruit tasting of very unique fruit that I don't think many people here in Florida are growing it, but this is something I grew up eating when I was small back in Nepal, and part of my childhood was in eastern part of India, which has a similar climate as in Florida. So I was very surprised to find this fruit here, and I'm very grateful to smell the aroma of it because it has a distinct one. From outside it almost looks like a mango that we've been tasting all this season, but it's not. It's very hard and it does not get soft when it ripens. You have to heat the fruit and crack it open. This fruit is called bael in India, or in Nepal we also call it bael, and the Latin name is Aegle marmelos. It's also called golden apple in some cultures. There's a lot of religious beliefs in our Hindu culture for this tree, because this tree this tree is always found close to the temples in India, and it's believed to be that the gods, the Indian gods like Shiva and Lakshmi, all different Indian gods, there are a lot of gods there, they like this fruit. So people, when they go to the temples, they offer leaves of this tree and the fruit as well. The leaves have three lobes there. It's like tri-lobed leaves, and it's considered to be the symbol of the Shiva's trident, so the three lobe. But apart from that, it seems like everything that's religiously tied in Hindu culture, I have found out that it also has very much medicinal value, because that's how I think in those times everything medicinal was combined with religious, so that people keep on doing over the generations. This fruit, I researched, is very rich in vitamin B complex, vitamin C, and antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties as well. They also found out that it's very good in people who have liver disease, like ailments of liver like hepatitis. It's kind of soothing for your gastrointestinal system. So this is the fruit. The tree itself, kind of bushy tree. It wasn't really a tall, huge tree that you wouldn't be able to grow in your backyard. But again, you have to fall in love with this fruit because when it ripens, it has a very fruity, tropical aroma to it. It kind of fills the room with this aroma when a couple of bael fruits are ripening in the room. When it ripens, it gets into this, it's green in color, light green. It starts getting yellow, and that you would know that it's ripened. In my country, Nepal, we have many different cultures, and one of the culture is a Newari culture. In Newari culture, this fruit has a special significance. When ladies get married, it's a ritual during the marriage that they get married to this fruit, the bael fruit. It's called bael vivaha, or bael marriage, and the significance is that as long as the fruit does not crack, they say that their marriage will not be broken. They will remain married. Even if their human husband dies, they say that they will always remain married. So it's a way to keep the woman empowered, that in cultures like Nepal, once the husband dies, there used to be a lot of social discrimination and social injustice to ladies. So this ritual, most likely, I think it was made so that the women get all the justice and stay in good standing in the society even after their human husband dies. So it's a very interesting stories are related to this, and a lot of interesting stories in Hindu mythology as well regarding this bael. So it goes back thousands of years. But I was more fascinated about the medicinal uses of this fruit, and also I'm kind of surprised that nobody here grows, because Florida is down here south, at least Miami, is a perfect weather for growing all these kinds of fruits that are medicinal and that are relatively carefree to grow. Very hard outside when it is ripe, so you'll have to actually crack it. Like I said, I brought a hammer with me, and I'll crack it. Couple of cracks you do, and it will start to crack like this. And once you open it, It has a very rich sweet aroma to it. Outside the shell is very hard, but once you crack the shell, it's very soft inside, and sweet tropical flavor, but it does have these seeds. You can sow the seeds and it will bear fruit, so that's helpful as well. And these, either you can scoop it with a spoon like you would do a passion fruit. Inside it looks like it's filled with this soft fluffy substance which is sweet, which has a tropical flavor, and a lot of small seeds, but not overwhelming amount of seeds. It is more like a creamy texture, and the sweetness is not very sweet like sapoti or Kanish tail. It has more like a mild sweetness with some form of tropical flavor to it. I can't really tell, probably a little bit of banana to it. But overall, given its medicinal importance and the amount of edible pulp that you have inside, I think it's a good fruit tree to have in your yard. The more more spoons I take, I feel like there is a certain aftertaste to it, which is much more tasty. Now I started to have a little sub-acid flavor, like pineapple flavor, hanging in my tingling my taste buds right now. So I think it's a very tasty, and it has a very rich, complex flavor to it. It's a combination of different fruits. Another important thing that you could do with this is that you can also make drinks. In India they make Bael drinks, and one fruit can give like 40 lemonades. Yes, because it's very concentrated, and you can always use it in your smoothies with banana and strawberries. So it's a good fruit tree to have. You can replace an existing palm tree with it, or you can replace an umbrella tree or Cephalera. Do remember to plant natives around it, because native bushes and native small trees, they help to attract bees and butterflies, and they are very good pollinators. So I recommend planting all these medicinal trees and continue planting the natives. Just make sure that you're not having invasive trees that that usually invade the natives, and they kill the native bushes and trees around, like Brazilian pepper. So apart from that, always good to have all these wonderful exotic fruits in your food forest. Thank you.